Good morning. Welcome to Randy's Corner, and I'm your host, Randy Clark. And as you can see, this really comes into play today. Look at these beautiful graphics. We are the Marble City of Alabama, Sylacauga, Alabama. I guess you're saying Sweet Home Alabama. Well, this week I want to concentrate on Sylacauga, Alabama. This week is the Magic of Marble Festival, and it starts this morning. So what you're going to see is from the 1st through the 12th down here at Central Park across from Bluebell, we're going to have approximately 36 sculptors from all over the United States and Italy. They are the most talented artists, as far as I'm concerned, in the United States. So I need to thank some people because, you know, a lot of people think, well, this is just a festival. No, it's not just a festival. We are the whitest marble in the world right here in Sylacauga, Alabama, and this is the way that we get to display this. So I need to thank Dr. Ted Spears. He is our heart and soul behind this festival. This is our 17th year, and Dr. Spears works on this all year long. Him with the support of the Arts Council staff, they do a fabulous job. We start working on it, some of us, others, probably about a month ago, and really worked on it hard yesterday. I got to thank Bluebell Creameries. They furnish our air, and another thing, they furnish us some ice cream. So we got all that hooked up yesterday, and the city workers, Ray Calpe and his staff do an amazing job out there helping us. You'll see a couple of city workers out there all during the festival. They actually load it. Well, just let me tell you about these sculptors. Well, to start with, these sculptors, we start this morning at 9 o'clock and we'll go all the way through the 12th of April. And the sculptors will be on site almost all the time. They do have presentations that they do at the library and other things at the museum, but they'll be mostly on the sites. And you'll be able to meet these sculptors. Have you noticed I've got this neon vest on? Well, I'm involved with a group that we greet the visitors. Now, we expect between 3,000 and 4,000 visitors to come through our hometown, Sylacauga, in the next 2 weeks. And my job is to greet these visitors and to let them know about my beautiful hometown, Sylacauga, Alabama, and our white marble. So if you'll see the ones in the vest right here, we're there to greet you. I'm going to introduce you to the sculptors. Now let me tell you a little bit about these sculptors. They are amazing. And they're artists, they're sculptors, and just such wonderful people. So when you get down to the site, I'm going to show you all the sculptors, and I'll introduce you to some, but first of all, I'm going to tell you about a little bit about them. So like I said, they're from all over the United States, and we have one from Italy. And you'll see, first of all, when they get there, we have a big trailer out there that's donated by AM3, The Rock. So, you know, well, when you dynamite rock out of the ground, it comes in all different sizes and shapes. And we take them out to the trailer. And speaking of the trailer, when they pick them out of rock to sculpt for the next 2 weeks, some of them walk right up and say, I want that one right there. So what we do, we write their name on it, and the city workers will get it off and put it on the table, and then they'll start sculpting. Well, with that being said, I have seen some of these sculptors stand there and look at these rocks for 2 hours, deciding on which one kind of fits their vision on what they want to sculpt. So then we, like I said, they put their name on it, and we get it on the table, and they get sculpted. Now, their vision, that's where we come in at. What I want you to do is I want to take you over there and introduce you to one of the sculptors and ask them what their vision is. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't have that, so I really don't know, but their vision is fantastic on what they want to sculpt. So these sculptors, they'll sculpt this piece for all 2 weeks long. Some of them finish and some of them don't. But what we have over in our library, by the way, B.B. Comer Library, the most beautiful library in the state of Alabama, right here in Sylacauga. We have 53 sculpted pieces on the inside, and we have 8 on the outside. Now, these are finished pieces, and I strongly suggest that you go over to the library and see this, because our library, we got all kind of things in it, but it's mostly sculpted towards our white marble right here in Sylacauga. Also, our museum down here. We're going to send you to the museum. And we got some pieces in the museum, and we also have a lot of other things that we want you to see in the museum. And right behind the museum is the old Gants Quarry post office, which was preserved several years ago, and we have it down there on display for everybody to see. And there's other places I'm going to send you, like the Lookout Point out here on the Sylacauga-Fayetteville Highway, just 3/10 of a mile past 280, right on the left. It is beautiful out there. This is where it all started. It goes back to the 1830s. And if you happen to come out there, I'm going to be giving tours out there, and I'll tell you all about the history of Gants Quarry up till now, which we have Emery's and Amya out there now. Those are the 2 quarries, and AM3 is on down towards Fayetteville, which they produce what we get from our ceiling tiles, floor tiles. They furnish the rock for us to do this sculpting with, and it's just such a great time. I'm sorry if I'm a little excited. This is one of my favorite times of the year right here, because I get to not only display the sculptures, but I get to tell you about my hometown, which I love very much, Sylacauga, Alabama. So when you come down, we're going to get some ice cream. If there's anything else that you want around town, I'm going to tell you about those too. Anywhere to eat, anywhere to buy souvenirs, anything you might want in Sylacauga, Alabama, me and the ones in these vests, we're going to tell you about it. So we have some local artists, and we have some all the way from the East Coast and the West Coast. So come on down and see these sculptors. It's going to be a great time. And anything else that you want to do right here in Sylacauga, Alabama, then I'm going to show you where to get it. So we'll see you next time.